it to 10 subscribers. Quite an achievement, I would say. You need to have a celebratory drink of water to celebrate that. Now, in today's video, we'll be walking from Roslin to Lone Head, then on to Lasswade Road, and then we'll see where it leads to after that. I have no idea. Up to now, whenever I've done that walk in the past, that's where the walk ends, at Lasswade Road. So we'll see if it still ends there or if it continues on. So we'll have a look along there. So get your coat and get your walking shoes and let's have a nice walk together. Here we are in Roslin. We're back in Roslin where we did the 37 video. Now we're going to follow this footpath. I know it goes through Lone Head and out to Lasswade Road, but beyond that I don't know where it goes. So we're going to find out together. Now it's alright for you watching. You can just skip to the end and see where it ends up. I've got to walk this. Right. So let's get started and see where it goes. Just a few minutes on from where we were at the start of the walk there, is that we get a blue sign telling you how far you are from various places. You're 4 miles from Straighton, 1 3/4 miles from Lone Head. So on these walks you get these blue signs showing you which direction is certain places, which is a good idea. There's the field that we showed it in the 37 video where Dolly the sheep was. It's starting to grow back. And here is the local wildlife coming to say hello. But this one isn't as friendly as the one in Orkney. It's already ran away. Oh well, some cats. Anyway, let's continue our walk. Lots of new houses are getting built. Not that long ago, that was all fields. We get the Pentland Hills, starting with Hill End Hill, then working our way back towards the rest of the range. You can't see the full range here, I'll show that in another video. Lots of spring flowers still on the go, and every so often some bird's song. Got a research park in here. But further on is Lone Head. There's quite a few interesting things along this walkway. I'll find out what this is. Looks like there's foundations. There's some seats there if you're already needing a rest. Let's go over here, see what this is. This is where the Battle of Roslin took place at 13:03, so that's around about 1:05 yesterday afternoon. I'm not sure if this is where the people are buried or if this is where the actual battle took place. But one thing I do know is that the burn in Roslin is called the Kill Burn because of the Great Slaughter that day. Is it the Kill Burn? I think so, yeah. The Great Slaughter at the Battle of Roslin, and the burn turned red from all the blood during the battle. Stand a bit further. So there's the walkway over there, going down that way. It's a few minutes off the 37 and 140 bus route. There's plenty of detours too, that from Rabbies and other operators. There is the old battleground, and the footpath continues down here. You see here a split in the footpath, so you might be wondering which way to go. Now, always follow those blue signs. Those blue signs will keep you right. We're going this way. Out here in the country, you're never far away from sheep. quite a few sheep in that field. But they're not speaking. So that's just what we were just on. We were up there looking at those sheep having their breakfast. And this is just a separate footpath that comes off. Sometimes these bridges look nice from below. Well, this one's not so nice, I suppose. Not as good as that Dean Bridge, that's for sure. Still not bad to look at. So what we're doing today is the old railway line walk from Roslin through Lone Head onto wherever it leads to. Used to start in Pennycook. Used to be able to do it from Pennycook, but they knocked down the big viaduct at the golf club at Glencourse. So we can't do it now. To start at Roslin. And here we have another sign. If you turn left, you go through to Bilston, up to the main road where you can catch the main buses. You turn right, you go to Poulton. That's a walk to try another time. You walk to Poulton. You get the 31 from Edinburgh to there, or the 31 from Poulton back to Edinburgh. But we are going straight on across this bridge. The Lone Head Straighten Pond Nature Reserve. Although that's a separate walk, that's one we've already covered. That one joins this one, and we'll point that out later on. But first of all, let's see what we can see from this bridge. So we're now on the bridge, and there's evidence of a certain animal. Hopefully we'll see some horses at some point in the walk. Look at the enforced ironwork here to keep the bridge safe with the big trains crossing over as I went from Pennycook to wherever the walkway goes. Now there's a plaque here, Millstone Glen Viaduct. This would be good to see from down below, but there's no, I can't see any way of coming off it. It was built in 1892 by the North British Railway Company and restored in 1999 by a partnership led by Lothian Council and the Edinburgh Green Belt Trust. I don't know if the Green Belt still exists or keep building houses on the so-called Green Belt. Jointly funded by Historic Scotland and some other things. Can't really make the rest of it out, but you might be able to. I'll go over this side. You can just make out, and that's looking out towards Mayfield direction. Some of the nice green trees, if you can see them through the ironwork there. Let's continue onwards. You might be able to see what the viaduct looks like online. Look up what is it called? The Millstone Glen Viaduct. Google it. You might get a drone footage. Well, there's the viaduct from beside. It'll look even better from further out somewhere. There is a footpath down there. Don't know how you get to that. But I found something interesting here. Now this walk has got lots of hidden discoveries. More exciting than what I thought it was going to be. So far anyway. Keep up. This bit here reads, beneath this plaque, one of the massive iron bearings that carried the weight of the viaduct, some 1,500 tons. That's about the weight of 120 double-decker buses. The bearing had to let the whole structure move as well as support it because the bridge stretched in the sun. So the one day of sunshine that we get here, it stretched in when it was hot sunshine. So it must be similar to the Forth Road Bridge. That expands as well. and there's other things here as well. So if you want to see what the rest of it says, come along and have the walk. Also, it tells you here where the walk goes to. Mentions Glencourse, Roslin, Lone Head, Gilmerton and Millerhill. So we'll see what we can find out that way. Some more writing around this bit. Up from. Up train, down train, block telegraph table. Ah. And some more writing here. Can't make out what that says, but it says something. Zoom in. Use my brain and zoom in. Whistles. Something about whistles. Must be half time at the football. I have here the old Lone Head station. People used to get the train from here all the way to Edinburgh. And that there is, well, the other side of it, of that bridge, is where we looked across from the 37 video a few weeks ago. So make sure you watch that video if you haven't seen it yet. Now at this point in the walk, you can take this footpath into the car park in Lone Head and turn right. Now you get to the public toilets. Problem is, they're closed. The sign on the toilet says to go to the Lone Head Centre. There's another alternative. If you keep going along here, you get to Straighton Nature Reserve. Then you can take the other footpath to McDonald's. You can go in there and you can also get something to eat. Which is rather annoying that the toilets are closed. And right here is the old ticket office. You used to be able to buy tickets to get the train to Edinburgh. I find the magpie a fascinating bird. I know that a lot of people don't like them because of what they do to other birds. They're intelligent creatures. That one has taken a twig. Hope it paid for that twig. Must be building a nest. Here we go. Who would have thought that you'd be watching a nature documentary on this walk to wherever it goes to? It's building a nest. This branch. Will I choose this branch to build my nest? No, I think I'll choose another. Although this might be alright. Ah well. Chosen that branch now. The flowers of springtime. And the birds are still singing away. Chiff chaff in the distance. Chiff chaff, chiff chaff. The old Lone Head Hospital on the right hand side. Now a factory. I've here a blackbird. Not moving very much. There we go. Looking for food. We've We've reached a long straight section. These sections feel like they go on forever. Now here we are at the point of the walk where you can come off and head round to the nature reserve. Take that footpath down into Lone Head, and there's they're straightened and there's McDonald's there. You can go that way or turn left and take the other footpath. So whichever way you choose to go, or you could just go straight on. So at this point you walk under the bypass. We're still surrounded by the woods and the trees and the bird song, but the bypass is quite busy, so that might spoil your enjoyment of the bird sound. Over there is the new housing estates of Badger Way and Nightingale Place, all the way along there, and these power lines are what you can see from the main Birdie House Road. They keep going along this way. I think they end up at Sutra. Anyway, we'll keep going along here. The bypass is now on the right hand side as we walk along. It is quite noisy, but after a while you get used to it. And again, the birds can be noisy too. There's the traffic on the bypass, you can just make it out of this big lorries. Now here we are at Lasswade Road, looking out into Midlothian, and with Edinburgh behind us. That fast road there where you can see that road there with the lorries passing, that one, that's the bypass, and this is Lasswade Road looking out towards Bonnyrigg and the south. Now if you look in this direction, looking north in the direction of Edinburgh, if you take that little road going up to the right, it takes you through to Gilmerton. Earlier on we saw the thing about the green belt. Well, this is the green belt, and as you can see it's slowly getting built on. So the city of Edinburgh is constantly expanding out into the green belt. I'm sure that's not meant to be built on, but I suppose that's what we call progress. The 31 comes this way on its way to Edinburgh, and East Craigs to Bonnyrigg via city centre and Cameron Toll. So I'll have a look at 31 passing us, and let's just see what way it goes. Now I've here the 31 heading towards East Craigs, one of Lothian's triaxles. And here is the 31 heading the other way, going quite a speed. They go very fast along this section. We have two. Not much room for it either as it goes all the way round about. We have the Bonnyrigg and the Polton Mill. There we go, majestically round that roundabout. So let's continue on with the walk. Now, it used to be that the footpath ended here. Let's see if it continues onwards, and it looks like it does. We can go onwards now. It used to end at that blue sign. Now if you look out way into the distance, you can just make out Berwick Law. It's about 40 or 50 miles from here. You can see the hill sticking up. That's a place to go to another day. We'll do that run to North Berwick on the 124. sometime soon. There's lots of places to see along that route. During the summer sometime we'll go there. But only if you're good, only if you're good. I've heard about what you can be like. Looking out towards the bypass, it's quite busy today. Oh, that's quiet really, compared with what it can sometimes be like. And that's looking back where we were. And that is the Gilmerton Station Road. Because it was the road that used to go to Gilmerton Station. Who thought up of that, I wonder? And this footpath we continue along, we get to Gilmerton and the Gilmerton Bridge. I've been across the bridge many times, but never been underneath it, so we're exploring lots of firsts. And we've reached the bridge at Gilmerton. I've been across that bridge many times on the 3 and 29 bus, but never been under it. So we'll be able to do that together. Let's walk under the bridge. Used to be able to stand up there and look down and watch the trains pass underneath you, the steam trains with all the smoke puffing away and blackening your face, and you'd go home and your mother would ask, "Where have you been today? You not been watching the trains, have you?" And you say, "Of course not, I was away playing football." "Well, why is your face black then from the soot?" There we go, that's us walking under the Gilmerton Bridge. We did that together. That must be a water pipe. Right, so let's keep going. If you're enjoying this, don't forget to subscribe. We've reached double figures, we've reached 10 subscribers now. If you want to hear more bird song, keep watching the videos. Subscribe, hit that like button, do all the things that what is it? Do the things that fascinate. Anyway, here's the Gilmerton Station. And there's the number 3 bus heading to Clovenstone. Anyway, I'm waffling away here. Let's visit Gilmerton Station. Have a look at the signpost. Gilmerton, Eskbank and Dalkeith are all up to the right. The bus stop is just up there, the 3 and the 29. You'll keep going in this direction. The old Gilmerton Station. Had 2 platforms. A lot of these old stations only had 1, but this had 2. That's good. So let's keep exploring along here. I don't know if the camera can pick this up, but there's lots of little flies flying about. You can hear the birds singing in the background. Have a look at these leaves of the big tree. Some big trees along here. Just past Gilmerton now, coming up for Shaw Fair. That's in Sheriff Halton Shaw Fair. That rather noisy aeroplane. Come across this nice field that's just opened up, and there's no sheep in it. That's about one of the only fields that has no sheep. Got a farm over here and a nice little trailer, and it's carrying food for one of the animals, maybe hay for the horses. Let's continue along here. So put down in the comment section below when you're going to do this walk. We're getting near Dalkeith Road now, and it looks like over here they're possibly building some new houses, which is a shame if they are, because all this green grass looks nice. I suppose they have to build houses somewhere. Let's keep going and have a look at Old Dalkeith Road. 49, just going under us, we're at the Old Dalkeith Road now. The 49 won't be coming this way much longer, as it will be turning at the Royal Infirmary. And there's some changes to Lothian buses routes coming up. The 49 will be Royal Infirmary to Fort Kinnaird, the long way round. And we have there the 48, which will soon be converted to double-decker operation. It's currently heading to the Fort, but soon to be extended to Musselburgh. But because of the low bridge at New Craig Hall, it will need to be a single decker. There's also going to be a new service 46 from Musselburgh and out this way to Dalkeith. That'll need to be a single decker too. And that'll be going out to Roswell to replace the 49. We'll try and get some of those new services on video over the next few weeks. Let's continue our walk now. There isn't much further to go. There's a sign pointing back to where we were that says Roslin's 5 miles back in the way we just came, and we've still got 1.25 to go to reach Shaw Fair, so we're slowly getting to our destination. Never been along here before. I think that's Dander Hall. And the Sheriff Hall Park and Ride is out that way, and then the roundabout, that notorious Sheriff Hall roundabout, is just a bit further over. They're going to build a flyover at Sheriff Hall roundabout. It should ease congestion. It's going to be another few years yet until that's built. At this point the footpath joins the road into Shaw Fair and Millerhill. So we'll have a look along here to see where it leads to. I think it ends at the train station, the modern train station, so look out for some trains and try and film them. Now we've reached Millerhill area. The 33 goes into that housing estate over there, and there is another sign for Shaw Fair Station, a station I've never been to. So let's head up here and watch some trains at Shaw Fair. The Shaw Fair train is the Galashiels on Tweedbank. Goes into Edinburgh. So we've reached the station. That's the station there. We'll see it better in just a moment. The signpost there says it's 6 miles to Roslin, so we've covered 6 miles. Now follow this footpath all the way up to the station. So let's go up and see if there's a train sitting there. Sounds like there's one just coming in. I don't think it stopped. It's just up there, the Turbo Star. It's gone. Is it there? There. That's the line looking towards Galashiels and Tweedbank. And over here we see the line heading towards Edinburgh. got a bit to go yet. We have a sign there pointing to the station. That there is Shawfair Station. So we've reached Shawfair Station. I'm going to get the train from here to Eskbank.
This is a customer information announcement.
How
Our new
rude.
summer timetable will come into effect from Sunday, May the 21st. Please check the ScotRail website or download our app to check for any amendments to your regular journeys.
And there we have it. There's changes to the train times coming up. Yeah, so as I was saying, you can get the trains from here to Eskbank. The price is only £1.80, which is cheaper than the bus. The bus is £2. So we'll head up to the other end of the platform and try and look for it coming in to the station. Now, I'm at the end of the platform. As you can see, you can't really see the train approaching. So once we get to Eskbank, I'll do a video of the train there. Now, if you're travelling with children, you can travel for only £1. Children can travel for only £1. Look at the terms and conditions on their website. Train isn't far away now, just a couple of minutes to go. Here we are at Eskbank, and the train that we were on (170,415) heading all the way out to Tweedbank, just past Galashiels. Single track through this part, and there it goes into the distance. We're on the bus now, and we're about to head under. Well, we walked across that bit earlier on. We're currently on the 49. We won't be able to ride on this section of the route much longer. The alterations to the service is coming up. Well, that was a nice walk. We know where the footpath leads to now. So in the next video we'll be looking at the 41 bus route and where it used to serve, some of the places it used to go to. So until then, that's Paul for now.